so I don't really, I'm not like an art person. I'm learning. I'm like super new at drawing, and I've been mostly using Adobe Fresco on my other computer because it's like a Surface Go, so it has like, you know, I just use my like directly draw on the screen. But my fiance partially bought me a drawing pad for on Amazon Prime Day. So I have this art pad now, so I can stream learning how to draw. I don't expect it to go that well because it's like I don't really know how to draw, but Adobe Fresco also doesn't work on this computer. So I have to use Photoshop on this computer. Well, I mean, I could like branch into other programs, but I don't know fully what programs I want to like venture into. Especially since I already pay for Adobe Fresco and Adobe Photoshop, that I would just start here and then maybe look into some of the other free options I have. So I have a handful of references with me. I'm gonna show them off here in a second. So it's still, what's this? So this one here is so I drew a trace a while back for my mascot, which is Paprika the dragon. So from Paprika the dragon and starting to use some of the same references I'm using today, I made a little like quick here drawing of Paprika that I'm going to make as like one of my main references is this version. But we're so the other ones that we're going to be looking at are these ones here. So mostly, like I have like this, I really like the ear and horn on these ones here. I liked the way that the spines were drawn in this one here. I wanted to make some nice wings, and I was looking the PTSD. What is the PTSD you're talking about, Tori? So I do have my chat on screen, so hopefully if I keep this for my YouTube channel, I'm not sure if I'm going to, but if I do keep it for my YouTube channel, you'll see in the corner, you know, you can kind of see the chat. It's a little hard to read because of white text on white text, but the dragon in the top is from Maple Story. I did not know it was in Maple Story. My apologies, but this one here, I just needed a good reference for hands and feet, so that's what I've got that one for. So the top left. So that, yeah, so it is the hands and feet dragon, is the Maple Story dragon, and I do apologize for that. Which one? So yeah, I don't need basically any of these right now because we're going to be starting with just like basic stuff. I like this like even this sketch of the dragon is from Adobe Fresco. So I don't fully know how well drawing on Photoshop is gonna go. I even use a different type of brush style. It's the dragon character named Evan, I believe. I'm so sorry that my reference is a Maple Story reference. But we will only have that open if we decide hands and feet, because the whole thing about this is I don't even know if I'm going to use hands and feet for Paprika, for this drawing of Paprika, because as you can see, Paprika is sleeping. Oh, and then I put an art splotch, and I don't know how to get rid of it. I think this works. Okay, so I used Paprika, I did this drawing of Paprika, and it was supposed to be a little foot here. And I didn't like the foot, so I didn't keep the foot in this little sketch. So, but yeah, I was saying that I use a different type of brush. I used the vector brush. Oh my goodness, I can't keep drawing on the accidentally tapping the screen here. I used the. Okay, that should not. Oh, okay, I don't know. I did not know I could do that. Hold up. Okay, how come that I did not... Oh wait, hold up. I think we're okay. I think I'm just... I'm drawing in white, I'm not erasing. So what's happening is if I just move Paprika, there we go. But I just have my reference on top instead of on the bottom in my, you can't see it because it's behind my face in the stream, but I had my layers messed up. So I was drawing in white on top of the dragon, not erasing. So, okay, let's draw. So let's start this. I've got a very short period of time that I can draw today. So I'm hoping to make a nice little paprika for my channel end screen. I'm very terrified to do this. Okay, so I guess we just start with a nice sketch. So we're gonna start with a. Oh, well, okay. That's not gonna work. Having reference on top does not work because that cuts off screen. Fun fact. Let's just move. I don't need to see all of the details, so can I please move? Oh my goodness. I would like to move my layer, please. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna... I'm maybe clicking wrong buttons. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is, actually, that was a horrible idea, because now I gotta undo two things. Hold up. Oh my goodness. I hit the wrong buttons. I know I have quick buttons at the top of my pad though, but I don't know which ones are which. Okay, let me fix my layer again. Okay. Now we should be good to draw Paprika. I have smoothing on 100% because, I don't know how to draw, so my lines are very... My goodness, that's gonna annoy me so much that I keep hitting the wrong button. And I just like... That's why Control Z would be very nice to know which one it is. Hold up, it's a horrible decision, but I'm just gonna click my buttons and see what happens. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Okay, I figured out which one's Control Z, and I think this one redoes it. Nope, that is not redoing it. But I did figure out how to also zoom and stuff, so that'll help. This is probably the redo button. Nope, that's saving. Let's cancel that. Okay. Figuring out buttons. We're gonna get it one day. Okay, so I'm just gonna go for it, I guess. I am not an art person, so this is... Let me phrase that. I'm new to doing art, so... I guess we could start with the body shape. This is just like this, like a sketchy thing. So then I guess do a head. Oh shoot, I pushed a button. A menu popped up. I did not. Can I undo this, please? Can I close this menu? Okay, there we go. It's a potato. Yeah, it's a potato. Okay, now we undo this. Why did it not undo? Okay, there we go. We're gonna redraw this head here. I think that is, I don't know, that looks, the angle is wrong, is my problem with that. Okay, I'm just gonna fix this. I'm gonna make an angle that I like. I'm gonna just pop in, oh, I wish I could draw the way that I want to. And I don't know all of the buttons here that I need to know how to do. Like, I don't know, I just switched layers so that I could adjust the head if I don't like it. But then I think and then I draw it decent enough that I'm like, ah, that's perfect. Okay, of course. Alright, I've got my... I don't know how to fully do all of the different things. I think, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna draw a reference here for the tail as well. Little just... There we go. We've got a little sleeping potato. I don't know all the buttons I need to know. Oh, that's the wrong layer. I don't know fully all of the buttons, and like I don't know fully how to use Photoshop for what I want. I definitely think that I'm gonna make this drawing bigger. So I imagine I wish I knew how to. I wish I knew how to do the Photoshop. I'm sorry that this is mostly me learning how to use Photoshop a little bit. I just want to make this dragon bigger. Can I make bigger this way? No, that's not going to help. I want to select the lines within here. Okay, that's definitely not okay. Okay, alright. Well, I don't know what I've done now. Edit. Okay, you know what? I'll just do undo a couple times and see what if I can fix it. Okay. I don't know what I don't even know what these tools do. Hold up, this is a cropping tool. Hold on. Oop, I did not mean to do that. But it looks like I don't fully understand if I'm making it bigger or smaller, to be honest. What am I looking at? You see Kirby. I don't know how you see Kirby. You know what? Actually, I retract that statement. I exactly see how you could see. Is that all, the only thing it can do? Okay. I don't know what I've done. I just want like regular options to grab. Why is this like 2 layers? What's going on? So that, that's a tail layer. That's body layer. And then there's a layer of nothing. Okay. Did not know the tail was on a separate layer. So if I just, let me fix that. I purposely put it on a separate layer and then forgot that it was a separate layer. Yes, I definitely see how you can see Kirby in this. I'm gonna go back to trying to use this cropping tool. It's not cropping. I guess cropping is not the right thing because cropping would be like moving in. I guess that is an option for making the dragon more prevalent in the picture, but it's not what I want. What I want to do is to take my image and make it bigger. Nope, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. Select subject. Let's see what happens if I do that. I feel like I'm gonna create a mask and not. Oh, okay. Maybe this is gonna work. Yeah, no, I think unfortunately this is the size of Paprika and I can't do anything about it. So we're just gonna zoom in. That is our alternative mode of fixing this, is just zoom in. I think it's going to be horrible when I try to do more fine lining, but I don't know how to fix it and that's all I can really do. So, what I think I'm gonna do now is, I'm going to make this little sketch layer a little less sketchy. Is this the right thing? Okay. Think this is the right thing. Great. I'm kind of getting there. It's just really hard going from a completely different mode of art to this mode. Because it's just so different. And then we drop the tail in here. I think I just made paprika even smaller. Okay, I have an idea. It's a horrible idea, but I'm going to do it. I wanted to make paprika bigger. So I'm going to make paprika bigger during these sketch lines. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to build a bigger circle. That's not quite what I had in mind. I was gonna make a whole paprika stream and have paprika made in this stream, but I definitely think this is going to be a two-parter of me making paprika. Because I wanted to have paprika end card, but I think I'm going to start with this little, like, me starting the sketch, and then once I finish this sketch, I'll do another sketch, and I'll have a temporary card for end card for my YouTube channel while I adjust while I finish my paprika, because I keep opening up a menu. While I finish before I finish paprika, I'll have an end, at least something for an end card. Okay. I think I'm gonna do this another time. I'm just gonna. So, like, I don't know the best way to do this, so my apologies to anyone who's watching who's just, like, going, like, you're doing this really weird and wrong. My apologies for doing it really weird and wrong. I don't know the best way to use Photoshop, because I know on Adobe Fresco you basically can just, like, highlight, and then, like, there's a thing to just, like, select this area and then move this area and change, like, sizing and stuff. I'm also gonna try to change the angle of the head here. Sorry, the angle of the body in this layer. I want to change the angle of this body a little bit. Oh, hitting wrong buttons. So I think I want to try to flatten it a little bit, not a lot, but oh, I forgot I was trying to make it bigger as well. Oh, I keep hitting the save button instead of the undo button. That was a horrible trying to fix it. You know what? I don't think it was as bad. It's not that bad. That's definitely not what I want, though. Because I made it bigger, but and fixed the angle, but I fixed the angle too much. If I just start maybe here, and then go in. Don't know how that fixed the angle at all. I think that's the best we're gonna get. We're gonna just draw another head here. If I could just. Then a little tail. Then we're going to destroy our other layers here. Do I have a button to do this? How do I delete the layer? Okay, I found it. We're good. Layer. Okay. There's our new paprika stuff. Brush size, change on window. is alt right. Alt right mouse. I have no idea what you're talking, because brush size, I know I can change the brush. Just, if I was like, I can change. I know how to like make the brush from like this to like this. Like I specifically set up that my button's nice and easy so that I can have the brush size, like the brush size change, but I don't know. I don't, what I don't know how to do is to select the drawing and make adjustments like when you put a picture onto like Word and then you like can scale it up or down and tilt it. I don't know how to do that on this program, on Photoshop. I know how to do it on Adobe Fresco, which is, it just has a button for it. But yeah, I don't know how to do it on here, because it would be really nice if I could just like simply scale up, down, and honestly, I would love if I could just tilt it a little bit. But until I have that, I am just going to begin going from this little sketch here to a proper sketch and then fill out the sketch. So we're gonna start by getting this to be not 3 circles. Well, I guess make it go from 3 ovals to 3 ovals that have, to a single coherent piece. So I guess we'll start with making sure we're on a new layer, and got the backbone. Got a general oval for the head. And that was a horrible line. It says there's a quick select tool in the toolbar. I'm not seeing it, but I don't know what it looks like. Shoot. Okay, actually, I think this might be the right one. Yes. This is what the other one looks like on the other app. But I don't know. I don't know how to go from selection to actually moving it. Oops, I did not mean to hit deselect. I would like to select it. Oh shoot, I keep hitting deselect instead of the button beside deselect. Oh nope, that's not it. That's not the right button either. Nope, that's also not the one I wanted to do. Edit. I'm gonna finish drawing. Hold on, let me just undo a couple of these selections. Get to a spot where I'm not selecting anything and go back to my paintbrush here, and I'm just gonna finish drawing this tail, and then it'll be a little bit easier because I'll be working on 1 layer versus 2 layers. So I'm gonna just go in here and make a tail. Right, and then I can delete the lower layer. We could try delete layer. Okay. So now that we've got this, you know, lovely outline of a body here, we can see if we can. We're gonna play around just a couple more minutes with trying to see how I can like select this and then if I just, like, is there a way to transform? Because I don't think that's right, because I think, like, I know how to select it, but I don't know how to move things once they're selected. Yeah, I'm not sure, and I don't have enough time because I'm got, like, you know, now I'm at a point of like 30 minutes of trying to draw a dragon, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it today. That's okay though. I thought I will just use a temporary other screen for my YouTube channel and use this one. It will use this one afterwards. If anybody does want a link to any of the art that I am using for my thing, just let me know and I will pop it into the chat, the links into the chat, but unless otherwise asked, I will not be providing them, unless of course I end up putting this on YouTube, because then if I do end up using doing it on YouTube, then I will have them in the description for anybody who wants to have a look. So I guess now what we should do is pop open one of our references here for, where are you, friend? Okay, everything is tilted now, just so we know. I did at some point tilt the dragon. Maybe that's why the angle's off, because it went from straight to like angled, and maybe that's, I don't know how I did that and why, but it's all cropped too. I don't know how I did it. What was I looking for? I was looking for the dragon. Oh yeah, this one and this one here. So, fun fact, it is all now angled, and I don't know how I did it, and I don't know how to fix it. But I definitely cropped it too. Can I uncrop it? Like, I just extend it. Oh, yeah, I don't know. We'll just, why is my only options to have that or to not have that? Cancel. This is fun. I don't know how Photoshop works, and I thought it'd be, oh, it'll be easy-ish to figure it out while I'm doing it. Okay. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to use my two references here. Which I don't like that, like, the references are now all cut up, but I can pull new references over if I need to. Actually, yeah, I'm going to need to. Let me just delete these. So why would I want to have full complete versions of my references? Delete. And then I will put in new references. Alright, so with these references in mind, we can now go in here and we're going to sketch in the ears and horns. Excuse me, yeah, the head, yeah, so we're going to do the head details, and then I think I'm going to size down the brush and make some final decisions on body shape and head shape. So I guess we're gonna have, I want to tilt this. Well, I guess I can tilt my head and so we want, I don't know how to tilt. Tilting my head does not work. I just need to grab a different layer. Hopefully this is the layer I want. Yes, it is. And I should be able to, no, because I don't know how to. Like, I don't know how to, on Photoshop, tilt an object. Oh, I don't know what I've done. If we just grab this and then, no. Show transform controls. Hold up. I think I found a button that I need. And then if I just, I found a thing. I found a thing. I think I've done it. I think I figured out my problem. Now if I go into this, the layer of my dragon layer. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. I can show transform, and I can just tilt. I found it. I'm so happy that I found this. I'm sorry for everybody who's watching who knows how Photoshop works and is just was sitting there yelling at me that like there's a button right there for it. But now that we've fixed that angle, let's just fix this dragon's angle. Actually that angle looks okay for that. So we're just gonna go into this layer here and get back to drawing. Draw in some horns. So, I guess we want to like slightly littler one because it's kind of further back. And then one that's slightly further down the face and slightly bigger. And then, so the ear is going to come right off of there. It's just going to be a little bit flat and then round. And then the other ear is actually like behind the head here. So it'll be just a little like droopy and round. Alright, now we're going to open up a new layer. Bring down our image opacity here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to change our brush size so we can make some final lines. I'm going to call them final lines because I would probably end up using these lines as the final lines, and we're going to just sketch in here the horn. Oh, that was not very smooth of me. I quite enjoyed the way that this one looked, so I'm going to try to keep this one quite the same. And we're going to get this one. Again, I really liked the way that I drew these horns, so I'm just going to kind of keep them the same the best I can. I'm going to get this ear right off here. I think I'm going to make this ear a little bit smaller. And it kind of meets up with the face and jawline here, so we're just going to do a little bit flat, and then we're going to do it round, and then we're going to make a bit of a jawline. Go around for the head's shape here. And then we're going to get this, you know, how does the ear sit on this head? So we have a little bit more pronounced, I call it a jawline, but I don't know if that's the proper term for the face, but it'll be like a jawline. And I think the eye, I guess the ears and eyes are kind of in line, and they are going to kind of sit along this way. So, yeah, the snout, I'm not sure and I guess we had the other ear coming like kind of there, so I guess this ear is actually kind of the great spot. Again, I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. We've got the top of the head. Then we're going to draw a back here. Nope, I definitely don't want it. I don't want to shrink it. There we go, and now we just have to draw this tail in here. So I purposely have the tip of the tail covered because then I don't have to make a decision fully what the tip of Paprika's tail looks like until we do a design where Paprika has the tail out. So we got Paprika's, there we go. I think that is looking decent, so we're gonna just get rid of our where is the button I want? Delete the layer, and I'm hoping I'm deleting the correct layer. Yeah, I deleted the layer with, I guess I can just make them invisible for now. So that is Paprika so far. Honestly, not horrible. So these will probably be final lines, other than if I feel like I want to like connect them more. But I think the head shape and the like lines for the body is perfectly good. I'm not gonna put the eyes in just yet because I want to do that with a finer brush. Actually, yeah, I want to do that with a finer brush, and I'm gonna start with the less finer lines, the lines that are this thickness, so I don't lose this thickness type, which is when we're gonna pop in here for the way that the spine is drawn here. So let me just get a new little line, and then we're gonna zoom in for this. Because, so I am looking at super small, and then has a one that is over top of the headline. And then there's none on the back of the reference drawing, but then it's along the tail like this. So it's like cut out ovals for most of these ones, and then just little ovals that aren't cut out for those ones. Okay. And I'm going to go along the spine as well. Ugh, I just realized I'm going to have to do the wings, and I'm very worried about doing the wings. But I'm going to want to do the wings in this detail length as well. Okay, so I think, because we got to think about where the eye ends and where, I feel like I feel like the spines can be done in less detail. As much as I was like, oh, we need to do it in this high detail, I lied. We're gonna do the wings now, which is terrifying because it's probably gonna take me the rest of the time to even begin to think about how the wings are going to fit in here. I did not mean to hit undo. Oh, what did I undo? I just got rid of a layer. We're okay. Put back out here, and what reference do I need? I need this reference. Okay. So we're going to try to draw some wings on Paprika, which is actually kind of going to be difficult because wings are like, how do wings sit is kind of the thought process here that I don't know how to necessarily like draw this. But we're going to think about, so like comes right off the shoulders into a joint, and in that joint, like arms, can move quite a bit. So I think if we do like back along the body from the shoulder, let me get my pen out here and we can kind of discuss it. So we would have like this like shoulder point. Actually, would that be a spot where the shoulder would be? Because there's, hold up. Edit, undo. Okay, we're gonna draw some anatomy in here. Okay, we've got the back leg kind of spot here. Got the stomach's kind of like, you know, in here. And then we'd have a front leg So yeah, we're looking at, I think that, yeah, the shoulder bone's kind of in this spot here. So if the shoulder bone is there, like it would both go into the front legs, and then also like a little bit higher would be the wings. So I'm good to say like this is where our wing begins. And we're gonna, so we're gonna have the wing laying semi-flat. It's definitely not quite how I want it to sit though. Because the wings are quite large, so we're gonna have it go up like this. And we can see that in this reference photo, there's a lot more of a curve. I'm gonna have my the wings more straight into there, and then it ends in a point, and then it will come back along the bottom, and then we have a curvy kind of end point, which is something I wanted to keep, and then a little point, and then it comes into this curvy bit, and then is like this. Okay, that is a horrible reference to the way that the wing would sit, but I think it's honestly, I am not skilled by any means, so I am gonna say that is going to be our reference for the wing here. So I'm just going to bring down our image here. Just want to bring this down like this. And then I'm just going to go in here, and I'm going to try to make I'm gonna bring my reference photo a little bit closer here. Which one are you? Oh, brush tool. Not brush tool, I want non-brush tool. Bring dragon over here so I can look at the wings here. Actually, can I flip this picture? I don't know the best way to flip it, but I'm just gonna... Well, I didn't want it to go upside down. Apparently those are the options. Oh, here's the button. I think this button? Nope. Oh, shoot. This is the correct button. I just was not patient enough. Okay. There we go. And then we're gonna... So this is kind of what I want the wing to look like. I just want it to be a little more straight here. Which actually, this is I'm just gonna angle it a little bit more. And this looks kind of like the angle that I want anyway, so I think we're just gonna go off of that. And we're just gonna go here, and on our new layer here, we're just going to go in here and paint the wing, like the whole, we're gonna do the wing from, basically redraw the wing, and then we're gonna then go in, oh shoot, what am I hitting? I don't want this, cancel, please cancel this. Nope, I don't want to cancel that part. Edit, redo. Then we're going to go into our paint. Okay. I guess I should go to the correct layer, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So we've got, from the shoulder, we've got a gentle... Then it's going to come to a point, and this point is then going to come out and around to a curly point, and it comes down, round to another curly point that's shorter, and then it kind of comes in, and that's to the shoulder blade there. So that is our hard lines for this. Is that the hard lines for this? Well, I'm gonna probably do another layer, but it's okay. We're gonna just mark this one up a little bit more because we're gonna think of how these lines go in here. So we're gonna put So from this line, we're gonna get another line that comes through here and up. And this line also is gonna come down to meet with this point. And it comes, we also have these, what I'm going to call the spine. It's more of like the hard line here for where the wing is going to sit. And then we've got another line that's going to come in like this. So that is what Paprika's wing is going to officially look like. And when I say official, like I mean like this Paprika is going to be a very common drawing that I'm going to do. So I have Paprika sleeping for the main stuff, but we're going to eventually have Paprika doing a bunch of different positions. You know, like I just like have a fun little collection of Paprika drawings, but I also want to use Paprika drawings to mark my skill level as an artist. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes from there. So I do think I did these internal lines, and I don't like the fact that it's the thick lines, to be honest. So I want to go and first of all delete these other lines that I did. So I think all of the lines, other than the lines that are already sitting there, can all be the final lines, and then we'll do this wing and everything else everything else will be in a smaller brush form. Wait, you want to stream a bit longer and then leave at 4? Can we do that? We can do that. I'm definitely not going to finish Paprika. I mean, if I have until 4, I actually might be able to finish Paprika. We can, at 4, at 3, yeah, Tori, if you wouldn't mind pushing until we have to leave till 4, like get ready and leave at 4, I wouldn't mind if I could stream until 4. Or stream until, like, have until 4, and hopefully I can finish Paprika sooner than 4, and we can head out when I'm done. If that's good, I will do that. So what I'm going to now do is go here. We're going to lower. We can plan to do, okay, perfect, thank you. I'm going to lower the opacity here. And we're going to draw in some of our, hopefully, final lines for, I'm going to just drop the brush size. Yeah, do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into this next layer. Because we could get rid of our reference here. We're going to just, I'm not going to do the full wing, I'm just going to go along here with our reference. And I know I'm just doing the outside lines here. I'm going to do those inside lines with a slightly smaller brush, so I'm just going to just pop right in there. Perfect. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, I also am going to have to draw in a wing in the background, but I think I can, actually, you know what, I'm going to do that right now. So, shoot, how would that look? How would a wing in the background look? So yeah, it's going to be just a little, I think I'm just going to copy a little bit of like the top part of this wing here. And I'm just going to do a little smaller version in behind. Like, just like a little, like it would be kind of here. Oh, I'm not on my pen. Pen and correct layer usually helps. We'll just kind of go like, I don't want to move things. That's not what I'm trying to do. Let's make sure that's correct. I would like to just, so let's just get rid of the references. That'll help. We're on my pen. Great. Why can't I draw? Oh, because I'm on the wrong layer again. Okay. If we just start kind of like this and go, oh, that was horrible. It's like, and follow along with the, like, with the lines. It's like, yeah, so we're just kind of going to do a little bit of an line. There is our back wing. That will be hidden. I think I'm going to just draw this line a little bit further up like that so it looks a little more smooth. Then I'm going to add a layer because I would rather have 12 layers that are all my separate drawings than to have to like erase or something. So we're going to just quickly here bring down our pen even more, and we're going to draw these inside lines here. Definitely think that this looks so much better. These little lines. Alright, and now we can get rid of the... Oh, that was... What did I... Oh, parent. Oh, yeah. I was like, I was like, why is this on separate layers? That's because I specifically said I wanted them to be on separate layers. And now if we just bring up... How do I go about erase? Oh, yeah. So I'm going to... So this is what we've got for our wings. So now I'm just going to quickly erase anywhere that it's over top. I'm going to actually make sure I'm on the erase tool, though, not the draw tool. Just go. Am I not erasing? I would like to erase, please. Why am I not erasing? I'm on the wrong layer. That would be why I'm not erasing. So we could just, anything that like, basically where it merges in, where you wouldn't notice that it's, basically it can go inside that line and then you would never know that it's inside that line there. Let me pop open, not that layer. Sorry, just adjusting some of my layers here. I just bring up opacity here, and I see where I've made mistakes. So now I forgot one important thing, which is layers. The wing is not in front of the ear, and the back is not in front of the wing. So I am going to have to make a few more erase marks, which is why we keep things on separate layers. So is this ear? Which line am I on? Just gonna erase, like go on different layers and erase until it's, there we go. So that ear is now in front of the wing, and now we just gotta get rid of the line for the back here that is in the way of the wing. Just gently erase along this edge here. There we go. Now we have our wings. Yeah, no, I was gonna say I wanted to maybe fix up this wing here, like maybe make it a little more sloped, but I honestly, I don't hate it, and I don't think I want to try to fix it because that's a lot of adjustments. So we're gonna just pop down everything onto one layer here. Merge down, merge down. Alright, so now we've got this all on one layer. We are going to then go ahead and bring down the opacity a little bit. Start a new layer, and we're going to do our finer details, I think, that we need. So we're going to start with the scales that are on the head. So we want to start with like a small little oval here, and then you know that it goes into a slightly bigger one, which if I could make them look nice, that'd be great. But we'll start with just a little sketch of them, and then I will bring down their opacity again and try again with a little bit. Yeah, that did not work. Hold on. Cancel that idea. We're undoing that and starting over. Oh, I am clicking. I would like to stop being on Zoom, please. What am I holding down or clicking that's causing Zoom? I am holding down nothing. I have nothing clicked. What the heck is going on? No. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. I don't know how I broke it in the first place, but I'm just gonna zoom in here. Just realized how much this pen scratches up this pad. Which is interesting because this is the pen that comes with the pad, so you think it would be designed to not scratch up the pad really bad. I'm go in here in this brush. I should probably actually not do that first. I should move my screen to the head here. Why is it doing that? Okay, great. I don't know why it does that, but it's okay. Honestly, I think maybe we should reduce this brush a little bit more. I'm going to start here and just do a nice little scale. Then we're going to get a slightly bigger scale. That looks okay. We're so close that we can see pixels, which is slightly terrifying to me. Seeing pixels. That one is way bigger than the other ones. I think this, and that was just like not in line with the other ones. This one here is going to be the one that goes a little bit over the edge. Alright, and now we're going to zoom out here. Okay, that looks okay. I don't think that looks bad. We're just going to do along the spine here. Keep trying to like scroll in and stuff with my fingers on the pad, which is not how this pad works. My fingers do nothing on it at all. Zoom in here. Nope. Zoom in. Over here. Draw these these scales along the back. I'm just gonna do one that's like starts here. It's gonna be like a partial one that we see. For music, the link will be in the description for YouTube for those in Twitch. If you would like to know, I use specifically Epidemic Sound. So if you want the link, I can get you the link. But otherwise, I'll just sticky keyboard. The problem is I'm not using a keyboard, so it can't be sticky keyboard. So let's say that I need a reference. Hold up, wait a minute. We gotta look at our reference here. Our reference is covered. Let's grab a new version of this reference. Oops. New version of this reference. Pop it in here. So the way that this dragon's tail works is it starts along the edge and then goes into the middle. So I think we're kind of going to do the same thing, but we're just going to continue from where we are and just continue along. Like there's no breakage between this set and down the tail. And then we'll make sure that we kind of go along this middle part of the tail, and then we'll get smaller near the end and stop. So weird. Sometimes when I do it, if I just like stop, lift my pen, it stops moving it. But then other times it does this when I stop and lift my pen. Would like to keep this here. I'm just gonna use the slider here and go back down a little bit. All right, make sure we're on the correct layer. And oh, that's not the correct layer. It's the new layer. Okay. I'm gonna go kind of along the, because we gotta imagine that the tail is curvy. So we know that the way that the tail is curved, it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, if this is the spot here, we've got along here, but it's twisted, so it's more like this. So that's kind of what we're imagining for the tail here, though not as much as the original drawings or my attempts, my second attempt or whatever, my temporary attempt where I just was making a reference for here. That was a horrible. Let me just undo a couple of these lines here. Honestly, we could actually, I kind of want to make it almost more twisty. As I say, like, oh, we won't make it, why does it keep doing things that I don't want it to do? I would like to just continue to paint. Why did it pick it up to move it? But I was thinking we could kind of make it a little like, little more like, that's the word I'm looking for. Like it twists along this tail here, and we're gonna start making them smaller now. So I lose thought process, but we're just gonna make a couple smaller ones. And I think that's where we're gonna end it. We're gonna just, yeah, that is our, oh, then I delete the last one. Hold up, let me just make a little small one. That looks good enough to me. So now what we're gonna do is figure out how we want this to look So we can erase the things we want and keep the things we want to keep. So I think we're going to look at my reference drawing and see what we think of. Okay, so yeah, so for the spine ones, it's going to be just the top ridges. And then for the tail, it's going to be the full ridges. For the head, it's going to be the full ridges. Okay, so that means that we're going to go to our honestly, actually, if we just pull up the opacity on the main dragon here, honestly, we just need to erase the top part of the head and maybe some of the... I might want to reduce the spine a bit because I ended up with such small scales. Like I might just erase the top part of the layer just to kind of make it look a little nicer. We're going to get our eraser and we're going to pop in real close. That is opposite of close. So we're going to start here because this is where we're starting. So if I just erase, that was a horrible decision. I forgot the tail was part of the... So first that's not what I meant to do either. We don't want to erase the wing. I forgot how this works. This is why I like working on several hundred different layers. But like if we just remove this edge here, just so these scales are a little bit more visible. That's what I wanted to do. And that looks good. What I do need to do though is go on to the layer for those, make sure that it's not clipping the wing here. And then let's just move over using this so I don't have to change my tool. And I'm on the wrong layer. Of course I am. So why would I be on the correct layer? We're just gonna... That is a horrible decision. Let's fix this. We have to get in close and think about layers. Get in real close and think about layers. So we know that we could also reduce the size of our current tool. That would help too. So we can just pop in here. We know that this dragon wing is definitely, there we go. Maybe we'll just up this a little bit, up that scale a little bit. So that wing is behind the scales, but this other wing is in front of the scales, and we've got that back leg. Right, well, now we can just move over and erase this part in here. And that should be looking good now. If I close this one here, there we go. That is what we're gonna have for our scales. So now we are probably at the point where we should probably add a few more other bodily details. AKA, we've got the lines for the ears, the eyes, the nose, the horns. And I think I'm going to forego feet because, again, I don't think it would look right underneath the head. I might play around with it if we end up having enough time. Like, I'll probably finish the complete drawing and then add a layer of, like, does this work? And just, excuse me, because I got, like, this hair in my face. There we go. Okay, so we'll just kind of go with the flow here, I think. So what we're going to do first and foremost is just get in a little bit closer so we can go. So something that is missing in this other drawing that I need to add is, first of all, I need to get rid of this layer, add this layer. Okay, we don't have any sort of lining for, I'm on the eraser and not on the pen. We don't have any line for a back leg here. So I'm just gonna kind of draw in a line that would be that would show off back leg. So we have a back leg that exists now. We're not just a single form potato. Then we've got a line in here for the ear. Line in here for the ear. We've got two little nostrils that are gonna exist. Okay, and now I am going to add another layer so I can try to like draw some facial lines in here that I haven't done before. Like, oh, that is not anywhere near the middle. Start from the bottom up. So usually you draw the facial lines and kind of determine the facial size earlier, but I just haven't done it because I thought that I didn't need to until now. So I think, whoop. So this line should be kind of the middle of the eyes. So we're just gonna pop in here, go a little bit closer, and we're gonna just draw a little bit of some closed eyes here. So we're gonna do the bottom line for the main part of the eye, and then I'm going to look at the other two drawings of dragons to see how they did the eyelids, and we'll go from there. So we've got little dragon eye. I think actually keeping them, that was definitely not kind of how I meant to draw that line. Honestly, I don't hate it. I think the facial lines are only helping slightly, and the problem is, A, it's not human. B, I'm not, like, I don't do a lot of anatomy stuff, so I don't know how to make the faces look right with them, but I just wanted to draw a little bit of a guideline here for the eyes to match with the nostrils. So it looks great that way. Now we just want to look at some of these references for sleepy dragons. Okay, so this dragon does not have any form of eyelids. That was not what I meant to make disappear. Where is the... I don't know where the reference is that I'm looking for. I have too many layers now. I'm getting to the point where I don't know where anything is. Okay, here we go. So it looks like this, this specific one has just like one of the angles, which works for the angle of the face of this dragon. But my dragon's face is not like down and tilted. It's like almost straight on and just turned. So I think I'm going to do the eyelids like I did them on the other versions of Paprika here, and just do, once I zoom in here, we'll just reduce brush size as well, make sure we're on the correct layer, and just do a little like that. This one will be a little bit smaller. I'm also not like, because I like I said, I'm beginning to draw. I'm just learning, so I don't know fully how to make things look. I don't know how to make things not look like a little bit pancake-like. But now we need to determine how we want to color Paprika. And I should have a reference of Paprika on, just like up on my computer for what I initially did, but I do not. So how we're going to do this, I guess first things first, we need to delete unnecessary layers. Delete. How do I delete this? Oh, no, not that. Cancel. Delete layer. I keep hitting the wrong button because the buttons are so close together. Sorry, I'm just going to use my mouse here quickly because it's too hard on using the pad. And I'm going to get rid of all my references here. basically I'm just gonna keep my dragon here. Make sure that my dragon is all in one, my sweet paprika's in only one layer. Delete layer. Yes. Delete layer. Sorry, this is probably... I just realized my music also died. I finished the playlist. So let me just quickly pop into a new playlist here. So we're not just sitting here in silence while I delete layers off my drawing and merge layers. Delete layer. So I don't know the best way to color, and if my coloring, the way that I color upsets you, please let me know how to do it better. Merge down. Okay. Now we are in one picture, and we only have one layer and the background layer. So we're gonna go in here, and we are going to, I'm just going to try to use the fill tool right here. Is there a fill tool? There should be a fill tool. I don't know what this tool is. That's a blur tool. That's not what I want. I want paint. Wait, paint? How do I bucket? I might not just have a tool. Edit toolbar. Brush, stamp, eraser, paint bucket tool. I would like to add it to my tool. How do I add it to my toolbox? Oh, maybe it's just in this section? If I just... Oh, wait, okay, so here, okay, paint bucket. I found my paint bucket tool. I'm just gonna grab a red here and paint bucket and see, yeah, so we are paint bucketing the whole screen. So how do I mark? Thank you for letting me know that you're headed upstairs, Tori. I'm almost done. I just need to quickly figure out how to mark, flatten image, no, delete layer, group layers, no, I want to create clipping mask. Okay, I don't know how to do coloring on a separate layer, which is terrifying to me because I would really like to do that. But instead, what we are going to do is we are going to, well, let me phrase that. I say we're going to, I'm going to look at my image here that I have a paprika on my phone, and I'm going to color paprika. If I can find it, here we go. I'm going to make a color palette. I'm going to color paprika how paprika was kind of colored before. So we've got a nice red. We're just going to paint bucket in here, and hopefully the original paprika doesn't have ears, but this paprika does, so we're just gonna make sure just gonna fill in the body here with nice cute red coloring. Honestly, I think this paprika sucks more than my original paprika, which is okay, because this is just me learning and doing stuff. So I'm going to make a darker red here for the ears. I think I want to go slightly darker only because I don't think I'm going to shade my sweet paprika. This paprika is attempt number 1 and is not going to have any sort of background colors. It's not going to have... I did not put any lines inside this. Oh, hold up. We're gonna undo this coloring. Hold up. Let me undo some coloring. we forgot to put lines in the horn. And I say we, but like you had absolutely no part of my vision. But I forgot to put, I forgot to do, I just go up here. Oh shoot. I just need to put in some lines into these horns. Oops, and now we gotta make black again. Okay, oh shoot. Of course I'm gonna make random spots everywhere. Okay. We also want them to be the same amount of lines, not even amount of lines. The same amount of lines, so I'm just gonna make stripey here. We're just gonna do one for one. And I'm not going to do shading because I definitely think that this drawing is not designed with shading in mind. I did not do one for one and now I'm lost. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me just this, and then I think I need to do one more, so I'm gonna just do one more on this one. Or was it? I needed one more on that one, so I'm just gonna make one more on this one. That line was horrible. So hopefully this looks okay. Let me just zoom out here, and we can go back to we can recolor here. So we're gonna get our colors of Paprika done, and since I didn't think about shading and stuff, and I don't really have time to do shading and stuff, I am literally just gonna go in here once I flatten it. I don't want to flatten image. I just want to merge down. Merge down. And this is an empty layer, but I'm gonna merge it down anyways. Okay, so now we're gonna take the paint bucket tool, and we're going to pick our. I'm just gonna color in Paprika here. Got that done. We're gonna do ears a little bit darker, and we're not gonna shade, so I'm gonna do a little bit more drastic. What I would call drastic color shifts, but actually it's not that bad. It's not even that drastic. I'm gonna actually bring it down even more. There we go. And then we are going to get a purple for, oh, not the line work, for the wings here. Then we're going to get an even lighter tone for, I don't think that was that much, like a lighter, nicer tone. There we go, a lighter tone for that, and then we're going to do all of the little, this is gonna be hard. I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit so we can get all of the points here. I should also change the lining from black to another color, but again, I don't know how to easily do it on. I'm undoing and not hitting the right buttons. Don't know how to do it as nicely on this program on Photoshop. I don't know the nicest way to go about changing the line work, like, and because the thing about it is it would be like most of the line work would be a red color, and then some of it would be purple colors, and some of it would be like the brown or gold. I might, if I have I don't have time, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna have time. I'm gonna quickly just gonna add a little bit. Problem is there's a little spot right here that's just not quite. It's like these few pixels, and I can't. Well, I don't think I can get those few pixels. Oh well. I tried. It won't matter in too much of the grand scheme of it. Oh shoot, can I not do that? I think I want to change the purple of... I have the wings here, but I think I'm just going to change it to a very different purple. I think that looks better, having the more drastic color change there. But I am going to change what I was saying about, like, for the line work. I should have a different color for the line work, but I don't think that I might change it from black. We might do slightly brown, but if I have enough time. Which means that I gotta quickly get the ear spikes, the horns the right color. So we did a silver and a gold for, I say we, keep saying we like it was like anybody else had any say other than myself. How do I make a nice gold though? I don't know how to make a nice gold, but actually that was not too bad. So we're gonna just pop in a gold here, and then a silver. What color is silver? Silver is, I guess it's a gray kind of color. It's a light gray. I'm gonna go with that is close enough to the silver color we're looking for. Okay, we are looking pretty good here for the coloring that we want to look at. The question is, do I want to play with this line work at all? You know, I am going to play with the line work just a smidge. For the line work, I'm going to go from the blackest black. I'm going to make a brown color and just kind of go like a little bit lighter than the blackest black, and we're just going to go in there. Honestly, I think that did make it so much better. I'm gonna try a little bit lighter. And by a little bit, I mean a lot lighter. Okay, I actually do think I like this more. We just gotta go in here and do it for the facial lines here. And I think this is our sweet paprika. And then I actually want to go into the background here, and I do want to pick a background color. I think for now we're gonna just have, actually I lied, I say I just want to, just this little bit, but I am going to do a two-tone background here, and I just need to put a, we're gonna just do a sky color, and then we're gonna make a, we're gonna grab a grass kind of color, and we're gonna just, hopefully we can just select nicely like this. Actually, I want to do it a little bit higher. Why is this not letting me reselect? Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, why can't I? There we go. Just want to go along in here and just like that. Can I please select it? And then we're gonna, hopefully this works. I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to attempt to fill this section only. There we go. Okay, and if I just deselect here. No, I would like to deselect. Deselect. There we go. We have our first paprika, and I'm gonna add some things to this to make it a end title card for my YouTube channel. So I hope you all enjoyed me learning a little bit about how to use Photoshop.